Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Vic Beasley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tyson Alu on the stop.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Number 30, James Conner.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Greg Ward Jr.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 22-yard
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
brings up second.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Roethlisberger. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 5 catches, 64 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass. The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Samuels, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up second.
On second down now. It's Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with no score.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Intended for
And almost picked off.
Incomplete.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really difficult to block coming off the edge.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Jackson down on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
J.K. Dobbins.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
The 45-yard
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson steps away to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 15.
So plenty of an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
All time.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson flushed out right.
Jackson up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Williamson.
Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and that'll make it 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Vince Williams.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now the second down throw on target. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss.
2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Boswell's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Eagles.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Third down.
To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jackson's pass complete.
Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
41-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you've got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So now the Eagles down 10-7, and time a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Back to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
By Nigel Bradham. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And 5.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. One last shot for Jackson. Catch made by Fulgham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly have... Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it nothing. Then I hit that.
was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us.